The launch went all right. I'm now cruising at about 500 feet. The weather is just fantastic. The air is smooth. You can see the North Sea. So my plan is to fly to a village which you can see here in front of me. And a friend of mine lives there. Plan is to visit him and see if we can get a nice hot cup of coffee. That would be nice because it is quite chilly up here. It's about 10 or 11 Celsius. So I'm just quietly cruising, enjoying the view. Oftentimes you see me flying with my good buddy Roy. He is actually getting married in a couple of weeks. So he's busy doing all the preparations. And so I went by myself this beautiful morning. Wow, it is a beautiful morning. I was up late last night, so as you can imagine, it's always a bit difficult to set the alarm, especially on a Saturday morning, and get up early. But it's totally worth it. This is just such a joy. Ever since I've been flying about, well, 2.5 years now, I have been taking every possible opportunity to go up in the air, which is in the northwestern part of the country where I live is sometimes difficult because we don't get those benign conditions very often. Well, starting to feel a little turbulence now. Very often it's just that you can't fly for several weeks. Our autumns and winters are usually cold, windy, lots of rain. It's a totally different story if you live in Spain or Italy or Portugal. We have to grab every opportunity that arises. Check your windy app several times a week or several times a day sometimes. Clear your agenda to practice your hobby. Okay, so we are now approaching the town where my good buddy lives. I haven't even checked if he's at home actually, so perhaps I should send him a message. Unfortunately, he's not answering his phone. He's not expecting me, so if he's not at home, I'll just fly somewhere else. He is home because I can see his car. Try to see where the wind is coming from, because the windmills don't always tell you what the wind direction is. There is just very little wind. I was hoping somebody would have a flag out, but don't see anything. There are some flags in front of me, but they're doing very, very little. So I have to make a turn in order to make the landing. was a bit of a downwind landing, but had to run it off. But we're down. Let's find out if my buddy's at home. We gaan het doen. Getting turbulence here, as I expected. It's a bit earlier, I mean a little later in the morning, so whoa, it's getting bumpy. It's just something you can expect when the sun is shining and starting to become the middle of the day. You just know that you will get some bumps in the air. But we're now heading back to the field. It's right in front of me. It's about 2 or 3 kilometers, I would say. And of course, if you experience turbulence and it's really beyond your comfort zone, then of course you can always just descend and land in the field somewhere. Of course, you then have a logistical challenge. It's doable at the moment. Try to avoid that farm over here with the solar panels. Getting rocked around again a little here, but I can see the field in front of me. So I'm starting my descent here. Don't want to scare the cows. Hello, cows. Perhaps I can go for a landing directly, but I'm not entirely sure what the wind direction is. I may have to do another round to see what the windsock is doing. Ah, my windsock is actually laying on the ground, so that's nice. It's laying on the ground, so I can't see where the wind is coming from. Okay. So this may be a downwind landing. I'm not sure. Birds usually take off into the wind, so let's see if they're fleeing, what they're doing. Okay, they're going that way. That's an indication for me. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to land from my left to my right here. Hopefully that will work out. Getting out of my seat. Killing the engine. Yeah. Let land in front of me. Perfect. Smooth landing. I didn't really know what the wind direction was, but the birds gave me some indication. I have to collect a lot of stuff. I use these to lay my wing out when I left, to keep the wing dry.